Hey fellas, I'm Shagdip, and while I was streaming, someone confessed to me something very sad. I stream every day. They confessed that they were afraid of growing older, so I thought I'd give them my advice, and I thought I'd just make it into a full video for people who need it. Anyways, enjoy the video.
I'm scared to grow older. I've been there before. I have been there before. I remember it vividly. I could actually tell you the exact moment I realized I was gonna grow older.
The year was 2019.
And I was a bit of a... What? How old was I? 6 fucking years ago. I was 14, 13. Around that time. I remember everyone was super hyped about watching the fucking 2020 countdown because it was gonna be a brand new year. It was gonna be the best year ever, right? Someone made an edit of every single meme before that point and put it to the beat of this song. A lot of people would like stare at that and be like, "Oh my god, awesome, dude!" I stared at that shit and I'm like, "Damn, this is the last decade I get to be a kid." Like, I remember trying to find the meaning of everything, especially after I became an adult and all that shit. And it was hard. And I won't lie to you. If you have a dream, hold on to it. Do not let it fucking go. Like, at all. Be a good person, but do not let your dream go. Because trying to come up with another thing, holy fuck, it's hard. It is hard to pull yourself out of the gutter and just be like, well, this is the new thing I'm gonna serve. So, I mean, the only real definition of growing older is when you have to just pick something and go at it. Go for it. I feel like that's when that's just really the difference in the adult mentality, I guess. As a kid, you can do basically everything. If I want to play a little soccer here, some football there, if I want to juggle here, learn how to be a clown here, if I want to joke on YouTube here, or if I want to write scripts here, I can do every single one of those things without the expectation of it going anywhere. And that's kind of the freedom kids get. You don't really have to make it go anywhere. You're a kid. You're just doing it for the fun. You're enjoying yourself. But once you become an adult, those same things, I mean, the older you get, the progressively more you have to decide whether you're gonna go for those same things or change and do something different. And that's what I say, just keep fighting for your fucking dream. I mean, at that fucking point, you've already picked something. Go for it. Shoot forward. See where you can fucking go with it. Be the decent person while it all fucking happens. And I mean, at that base level, you know you'll at least be the same person. You know? At least you can look yourself in the mirror. And I feel like that's the difference between kid and adult. A lot of the adults don't want to look at themselves in the mirror because they're like, man, I fucking hate being an adult. Because they're no longer a kid. They can't do the things they love anymore with that expectation of success. As an adult, we want to naturally show off our ability to do good. And the people who don't... Oh, hi, Dollar. I mean, literally, my first dollar. That was such a coincidence. We naturally want to show off our ability to be able to perform in wherever we want to be able to do. That's just normal. That's how it is. And the reason I feel like so many adults are miserable, at least the ones I've noticed that are, they've all given up their dreams. They've all given up their dreams. They've all given up their dreams and now they're working, sweeping up a Wendy's because that's where they think. They become complacent in the mentality of like, I deserve lesser than when I feel like I do. And they just sit there. And I'm not saying that in the kind of terms where you're like, if you're working at, no, if you're working Wendy's and you're having a good time, man, you're feeding your kids and doing what you gotta do, dude, congratulations, I'm happy for you. But if you're gonna, but ultimately, I feel like people just want to be more than that. And not everybody, but good amount of people. But for the most part, being an adult is just being an adult. You just gotta. I mean, for the most part, the only difference is making money. That's it. As an adult, you're just expected to make money. And I think that's where a lot of it comes from, as well as responsibility and all that. By the end of the day, I mean, growing up isn't that scary. What's scary is if you don't have the right guides to make sure you grow up okay. I think that is scarier because at that point it's the environment, yourself, and like a lot of different small things that can interact, and it could really go fucking anywhere. It really does. Don't be afraid of growing older, man. The older you get, the smarter you get, the wiser you get, the more things make sense. Just don't give up on your dreams. Like legitimately. Every single miserable adult I've seen has given up on their dreams. I have seen adults who are happy as fuck working like gas station jobs and have reached the highest pinnacles of life. I mean, let's put this into perspective. Frank Sinatra, he reached the pinnacles, the absolute pinnacles of his career, and he retired to teach a year of school. Let that set in. He reached where he wanted to be, so now it doesn't give a fuck where he is. He's gonna enjoy it, and that's the process. Enjoy where you are at all times. And if you aren't enjoying where you are, change it. It's a scary thought. It is. It is. But by the end of the day, all you got to do is know what type of person you want to be. Know what you want to do. If you don't know what you want to do, fine. But you at least got to know what person you want to be. Good, bad. Everyone has to at least... Everybody in the pinnacle of life has that choice to make. Do I want to be a good person or a bad person? There's not a single person on earth who has not had to make that choice. It's that simple. A lot. I mean, emotions and all the extra bullshit. Yeah, that could be a lot more complicated. But when it comes down to it, you have to want to strive for something, right? So just know what person you want to be. And continuously just like, know where you want to go. You know, the destination is the destination. The journey is what matters. Like, chat, I want to make it to a fucking million subs. Do I know how the fuck I'm gonna get my happy ass to 1,000,000 subs? No. But I'm gonna work my ass off, and I'm gonna have fun while doing it. And how I think about it is I'm 21 years old. I have this really big dream of mine, and I'm going to keep shooting for the fucking stars because there's so many times where I miss the stars, but I've been able to climb back up. I'm going to keep shooting for the stars, keep doing good because I know what type of person I want to be. I want to be a good one. Like, know what person you want to be and just keep shooting for the fucking stars. There's going to be 1,000,000 people who tell you no. There's going to be 1,000,000 people who tell you you're shit. There's going to be 1,000,000 people who hate you. Try to find the 1 or 2 people who say, I would fix this, or I love it. I would do this. Find yourself some real motherfuckers. Surround yourself with good people who want your best interest. Obviously don't surround yourself with yes men. There's so many things. Just shoot for the stars. I mean, if you miss. Exactly. You're eventually going to make it somewhere. And if by the time, let's say, I'm 50 or 30, like, if by the time I'm 30, I'm not where I want to be, or like 40, I'm not where I want to be, okay, fuck it. I'll mop a Wendy's, dude. Like, I don't have problem mopping Wendy's now. Like, genuinely, if it fit within my schedule and gave me proper access to make my own hours, I wouldn't mind doing it. But that's just not a possible thing. So I had to work Uber Eats, so I have the time. Make your own choices as well. There's gonna be a lot of people who will be like, I wouldn't do that if I was you, or that doesn't sound great. Yeah, it's like, this is kind of terrible. Make your own decisions. There's gonna be a million people who are gonna tell you to do a million different fucking things. Listen to your gut. Listen to the good angel on your shoulder being like, you got this. Protect the people. You will be good. Listen to that angel. Fuck doubt. Don't think twice, because that's usually doubt. And the reason I say make your own decisions, I say this because if you get into trouble, there's no one to blame but yourself. And that sounds like an oxymoron. Like, oh my God, what the fuck? How's that supposed to help? But it makes it so you can't really be upset with anybody else around you for your own decisions. And if you are, I mean, fuck, that's just not a good person, is it? So that's why I'm like, make your own decisions. So by the time, like, at the very least, at your deathbed, you can say one thing. I chose to be here. I may not have chosen every single which way I got here. I may not have chosen the death. I may not have chosen this, or this. But by the end of the fucking day, in my deathbed, I can say I made the decision to be there. In whatever reality I was in. And how I imagine my reality is surrounded by family members, my children all growing up, my great-grandchildren looking at me like, no, Grandpappy, how else are we gonna hear all your cool stories and shit? And I'm gonna be like, watch my movies, Timmy. And then I'll peel over and die. But yeah. At the very fucking least, you can say the decisions you made got you into these situations. And trust me, that is a whole lot better than saying the decisions he made got me into these decisions, and now I'm fucked up because of those decisions he made that I stuck around for because I couldn't make the decision for myself. Trust. Make the decisions for yourself. Trust your instinct. Trust your inner gut, and just be good. Be good. There's a saying. There's one way to tell if somebody's evil, and that is to know it, and that is if they claim themselves to be all good or if they see themselves as all good. No one on earth is all good, brother. We all make mistakes. We all fuck up. We all have our preferences. I have to smoke fucking weed so I can keep calming down. I'm a fucking fat ass here at times. I'm not the, like, greatest at, like, demonstrating my feelings when I'm angry at somebody. Like, I have my issues. I could be kind of slow, dude. Like, I gotta pick up my room. Like, shit, I have my bad. I know it. At least I can acknowledge it. A lot of people in this world will not be able to acknowledge it. If you can at least sit down with yourself and be like, this is what's going on with life, you will be so much further ahead than, like, 50% of your peers who are still trying to learn how to do, like, 10 times 10, 100. You can try stop smoking weed. I can, but at the same time, I don't really want to. And that's the thing. That's the thing. You see, I know it. But it's okay. Because no one's perfect. That's what I'm trying to say. I could, but I don't want to. I like it. It helps me calm down. It keeps me relaxed. Sure, I could. I definitely could. I won't lie to you. And I probably will say there's a bit of an addiction factor running with it. But at the end of the day, it's just what I want to do. I'm making the decision to do it. And it's not like I just smoke and do nothing. I work out every fucking day. Take that little shit out for strolls. I can't say the other word because you will get happy. Like, if it was just smoking, sitting down here, being big tub, oh my God, dude, I would die out so quick. But just don't use it as an excuse either. Like, I'm functioning. I'm a functional stoner. Like, I'm highly functioning. People around me don't really care if I smoke it or not. Like, it's just layers to it, you know? People could be like, well, I like drinking, so I'm gonna drink every motherfucking day, and, well, we're gonna see how it goes. This is not the same fucking logic. You have to look at the intention of why you make a decision. It's like, you have to look at the intention of why you do something and not the exact action they do. I donate $1 million to charity because I feel like it's the right thing to do. Donald Trump would donate $1 million to charity because of a tax write-off. You see what I mean? One is just arguably better than the other. They're the exact same fucking thing and both contribute the exact same amount of good. But the reasoning for it is totally different. He sucks. It'd be like that. He's probably just being protective. My poor Nintendo. What happened to your Nintendo? And if you don't like how he treats you, remember to break the generational chains, the curses. A lot of the time, we unknowingly, as creatures, can do things that hurt us to other people unknowingly, unblocked, unchecked. Make sure what you do check and you don't do it. He drinks. He last talked to me 5 days ago. Oof. Poof. That's not great, actually. Like, here's an example. I remember one time, I was like a toddler. I was following my mom around. He spends no time with me. See, that's what I mean. Neither does my dad. My dad never spent time with me. And I'm like, now as an adult, I have made 2 promises to myself. I'm not willing to have a kid unless I'm A, financially stable, and B, able to spend time with my kid because I refuse to be an absent father. Make decisions like that to help your future. Break the chains, brother. Break the chains that have held your family back, and you can be the one with the figgy pudding. But like I said, I was following my mom around, and she randomly got frustrated. Everything. She randomly got frustrated because she was frustrated at the time, and she yelled at me to stop following her, and I never did. And I remember when I first got the dog, I was getting frustrated at something, and I remember looking around for something. The dog was kept following me, kept getting in my way. I looked at him, and I was about to yell at him, and then I remembered. I remember that exact moment. And so I just pet him. I told him, you know what, Scoob? We'll find it when it's time to find it. And you know what happened? We found it immediately. That's the thing, man. Don't let the pain of all that cedar inside of you and be like, well, everyone should feel my pain. I'm the Joker. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Everyone's going through shit, brother. Everybody's going through shit, including your dad and mom. In fact, you want to know something that fucked with me? Your dad is raising you how he was raised himself. And that's usually how it goes if you don't break the chains before you have kids. Or at least the thought processes of all that shit. A lot of people don't think about that. They don't. It's true. They don't. It just happens. Boom. Miracle baby. You know, use the pain to be a better man. That's what I would say. Become Batman. Estelle, you could be the Batman. See, it sounds like he's just... For no reason, by the way. Sounds like he's just reliving past trauma cycles of what his dad probably did to him. So don't be like your dad when you're older. You actively... That's the beautiful and sad part about the world, man. You can actively see exactly what you don't want to be in other people. And only unless you notice or take note of it, will you make the decisions not to be like them. And a lot of times you only really start to make those decisions after you've been hurt. That's just kind of how life is. But, I mean, you can always become a better man despite of it. You have to keep choosing good, chat. And that's why you keep me here and saying, do not be weary of doing good, for someday it'll all be returned back to you. AKA, don't be afraid of doing good because one day all that good will be given back to you somehow in some indirect way by the universe. Never become weary of doing it. Like, just don't get tired of doing it. Sure, it gets tiring choosing to be the bigger person every fucking time, but doesn't it get tiring being a douchebag too? I remember in my douchebag years, it was more tiring to be a douchebag and keep up that persona than it was to be honest and this version of myself, you know? I'm sure he cares in his own dad way, but I definitely understand what you feel, what you're saying. It doesn't feel like he does, and I get that. I've been there where like I've talked to my family or done stuff. You know what? Fuck it. If this is just we're talking now stream. Fuck it. I want to do something. I want to swing around as Spider-Man. Like I said, I do understand what you mean. There are certain types of care that people need that they just don't get. Let me explain what I mean by that. There was this brutally brutal study, like this fucked up study, by this one fucked up dude who was known for like doing fucking terrible ass studies that like bordered on, not bordered, they were inhumane, and they were done mainly on monkeys and animals. There was this baby monkey who the scientist would scare the absolute bejesus out of it. And what the scientist would do is he had two different types of mothers. Effectively, he separated the baby monkey from its mothers, its actual mothers, and gave it two fake mothers, an industrial mother that looked scary, and its entire job was to dispense food, and that's it, to dispense nutrients, the things that needed to live, water, food, all that, right? It was very scary looking. It was a mechanical looking robot, and just a stuffed animal of a monkey, right? That monkey and the stuffed animal monkey did nothing besides provide comfort. Every single time, without a fail, the monkey, anytime it got scared, would go to the stuffed animal. It would spend a majority of its time with the stuffed animal. The stuffed animal does absolutely fucking nothing. All right? All it is comfort. The other monkey, the other mother, quote unquote, the like robot mom, gave it its food, its water, everything. But the baby monkey would rather have been with the stuffed animal than with the like fucking other monkey. I found that to be so like mind-blowing to think about. And I just feel like, I don't know, we all gotta learn to be the stuffed animal. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's just kind of in our science. This is people. So if anyone were to say that it's like bullshit mental health and none of that shit, or like pseudoscience, or any of it doesn't exist, I beg to differ. It's studies like those that were ultimately super fucked up, but also taught us quite a lot about how things worked in the animal species. And if you do look at it, I mean, you telling me your dog doesn't understand you? We just all gotta learn to be that stuffed animal, man. We all gotta learn to be that stuffed animal monkey. And while being the stuffed animal monkey, we also gotta be the monkey that provides. We gotta do both. It's not impossible. People do both. But shit, a lot of the time, people don't do both. But you could be different from people. You could be a person making their own decisions. You don't have to be people, you can be a person. So it makes sense as to why you feel this way, so I'm sorry you have to go through that, I truly am. I wish there was more I could do besides provide you analogies to tell you that what you're going through is normal. And that you really should, I wish there were better circumstances you were in. But besides that, I'm not sure what more I can do.
Can anyone help me?
What's up, brother? What happened? You look like Miles.
Don't worry.
You look like you're in Miles' fucking...
Just swing carefully, please.
Swing as carefully as I can, and we're here. Hello.
There. You're all set. And I hope the worst is over now.
Don't be afraid of growing up. You know what? Quote of the day. Don't be afraid of growing up. Be afraid of growing bitter. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody.
Thank you.
God damn, Jill. Look at this fucking place. Holy shit, dude. I remember playing Spider-Man 1 and this having the entirety of New York as a playable place. It's just like a rumor. Now look at this. I only know this. She started a fight with me last month and I lost badly. That just means that just means she's a better fighter. That could be anything. I want to go to Avengers Tower. Dude, the Spider-Man games I think would be the only games I give a 10 out of 10. My God, he's beautiful. God damn, this game is beautiful, dude. There we go. I can hear some of the Helldivers noises in this game. Alright, chat. I hope you did enjoy this stream. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, make sure to shout out your favorite streamer. I'm not letting anyone paint a blind dog who knows nothing about what's happening. That's a smart idea. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. I stream every single day. Other than that, chat, I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a great night. Go get some water, go eat, do what you gotta do. High fives, chat, and peace out. Sleep well, Chatterino. Sleep well, I say. Take us for therapy, dude. Anytime.